Hello there, another episode of Boyce's Bricks and Bits, and today I'm going to be looking at the LEGO Nintendo Entertainment System. It's set number 71374 and it consists of 2,646 pieces. Now, I did actually dig out and find my old Nintendo system. Do you know what? I was umming and ahhing whether I was going to get this or not, and I think it just kind of brought back so much sort of childhood memories for me, and the fact that this was the first games console I ever bought. And I remember, I was going to Cheam High. I think I was in the first year, and some chap called Mark. I remember, me and my mum went and met him and his dad, and sort of in Stonecourt Hill near Sutton, and I'm pretty sure I paid about 20 quid for this. And like I said, it was the first games console I ever kind of had anyway, for myself. And I don't know, it just grew on me, and I have to say it is a fun build, but this is the superstar in this build. This is the bit that you want. Yes, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a grey box. It's a good build. It is just a grey box. The cartridge is good. I just want to quickly show you, during the build, I had to stop and just make a little recording of a particular part. Let's have a look. Now, I don't often do these videos, part of the way through building the actual model itself. But I was so impressed with how these mechanisms, I mean, they were so basic, yet it's just so fascinating. Just how it just cleverly, becomes that click down, click up mechanism. Push down, lock, push up. And I mean, admittedly, if this is, in any way not flat, it just doesn't work. Because, it starts becoming problematic. It just seems like, it needs to be on a flat surface. But on a flat surface, no issue whatsoever. Click down, click up, click down, click up. And it's just a cool little building technique, just how it comes to. I mean, I think I've just finished bag 3, and I just found it absolutely fascinating. Good little build so far, I have to say. Like I said, I just found that absolutely fascinating, and do you know what? Because it's, and I'll kind of show you on both. Literally, cartridge goes in, clicks down. And just the actual mechanisms, I just absolutely loved it, how it all worked. And if actually, looking at the original one as well. And that, I think that's a part of the reason why I kind of fell in love with it so much. But like I said, this is a star of the show. This is, as far as the display piece, as far as what it does, and people have spoken about, once all the sort of the mock creator guys, the geniuses of the Lego world kind of get their hands on this and like produce their own, their own kind of like game mechanism that kind of like goes around once you turn the little lever. It's just so cool. I have to say, this is filthy, it's dirty. I mean, I've cleaned it up the best I can. It's been sort of stored away for such a long time. You can even see this colouring in the plastic, it's that old. But it's not bad. I'm not saying it's perfect to what the pad was, but it certainly is a good go at it. And all the pieces are printed. There was no stickers there. The only stickers I think were on the back here of the telly, and just the stickers that kind of actually go onto the cartridge. And again, the cartridge is not a bad attempt. Strangely enough, I've got like a combined Super Mario and Duck Hunt. Although I need to find the wires to actually connect this to the telly, but I don't think we're going to be able to play Duck Hunt on it. Because I literally had the gun to this and everything. But I think it's because it worked with the old TV technologies. It's almost like I've got to buy an old style telly just for it to work. It's all to do with the lights and how the gun kind of hit that. So one of my pals actually said to me, that if I tried plugging this in and playing Duck Hunt, every time I pull the trigger, the whole screen will just kind of go blank at the same time, because it's just again how it picks it up. But I'll try to get that working, and at least the Mario part of it. But I'm pretty sure I've got a little NES Classic, and I've got some of the Mario games on there. So let's just put that down there. But no, it's still a good little attempt at the cartridge. Again, it's not a bad little build. We're going to have a little closer look at them all. Yeah, I just, I think it went for, £209, I think, in the UK stores. Is it worth it? Do you know what? For me, it's definitely, it's this. This is just absolutely fantastic. And once again, we're going to have a closer look at it all. Okay, so just taking a closer look, let's start with the actual console itself first. So yeah, look, the pad, it's a decent little pad. Obviously it doesn't have any function, but just even as far as the lead goes, it's kind of obviously it just clicks into the position there. Like so. The lid opens, the little cartridge just pops in, just like the actual console itself, and click down. Awesome. Obviously, you can see it's very bricky on the back of the actual game itself, but the game cartridge. But cartridges, man, how the world has changed. And just let's unclip that. Let's take a look. You got the little plug sockets and and this is what I'm saying. It is just the console itself is just a grey box. So there's not really going to be anything else other than the mechanism and how the cartridge goes in that it's going to make it look that, make it any more special than, it kind of is. It's a grey box. But still, it's a pleasant build. I'm not going to say it's difficult. There's certain parts that are quite repetitive. But, it's the console, and I think it's a good rendition of it. Not really much complaints there. But this is the Superstar, and it's this little lever on the side here. This is kind of like this is what makes the magic happen. I just love it. I just think it's absolutely wonderful. It's got its little aerial that kind of like clicks in out the way here as well. You've got, all your few little switches. These are fake. They don't do anything, and obviously that's got a bit of a clicking function to it. It's certainly, it's quality. Just the detailing of it as an old television. Core blimey, these things were beasts to move. The weight of them, if you had a big screen, it was certainly a two-man job to hold it from both sides because they were just so heavy. Absolutely massive. How technology has moved forward in my lifetime. But it's just absolutely superb. So clever just how it all works. And like I said, as a display piece, it's just absolutely awesome. Obviously, the little Mario is quite unique. Now, I do believe you can get you've got a lot of play sets out for Mario as well from Lego, and the actual starter set has a little Mario that you sort of attach it up here, and it reacts to the screens. Lights go off, the eyes kind of things kind of animate on it in a sense, which is quite cool. And do you know what? When I find the set for a bit cheaper one day, I will get it for myself, just to kind of attach it to this as it is an add-on to it. I won't be buying the rest of them, I'm not interested in all those other play sets and that. But, this as a display, like I said, this is the absolute superstar of the set. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And it would be quite cool to see other people, if people actually make some like mocks for the, for this bit itself, and you can have different games, different characters, just to kind of build and... Yeah, brilliant. So there's my little review, I suppose my little video on the Nintendo Entertainment System, Lego, and I'm so glad finally it's time for the Tash to go. Initially I grew the Tash to kind of rival my brother's Tash, which I just kind of thought was hilarious. And then as it got longer, I kind of almost felt I wanted to grow it for a purpose. And it's so funny because so many people, and they didn't even know I was going to make this video of this, you know, of the Nintendo. And people are just kind of like writing. I think even a pal of mine wrote Mario on one of the other vids. You know, he saw me with a tash and just he thought of Mario. You know, when I kind of see colleagues outside about, and they kind of say Mario. Hey, there's Mario, and I never told them anything about this. So one thing I know for certain, a tash is not for me. Because if you're saying that I look like Mario, maybe for a future fancy dress, that's about it. But you know, once this has been finished and out there, this is coming off. So anyway, thanks for watching. You know, if you like the vids, please like and subscribe. I'll keep making them. Have a nice day.